92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every guy has been there before. You sit down at a restaurant and you're hanging out, and then the waitress walks up and says hello, and you instantly realize that she initiated a conversation with you, so she must think you're attractive. So you throw her some smooth lines like, yeah, I'll take an electric lemonade, and you keep those coming, and there's a big tip in your future. Just let them know that you're a power player.
And a bad boy.
Yeah, and then when you sign the bill, you leave like a 26% tip to let her know
You stop
that
it.
you are making the big dough.
Yeah.
And then you write your phone number on the receipt so she can call you later, and you two can go out for a romantic evening.
God, how could she say no to that?
Exactly. And that's exactly what happened to Mary Ellen, who's on the phone right now. She was serving a table, and some dude hit her up, and now he's not calling her back, and she's wondering why.
You actually fell for that?
I usually don't, but this guy seems different.
Was he as smooth as I described, or was it even better?
He was a little less smooth than that.
A little less smooth. Yeah, he didn't drop the electric lemonade thing, did he?
No, definitely not.
That gets the servers every single time.
Yeah, man. You stop it with your sugary drinks.
So your email said that this guy was actually somebody who you waited on. How did that go down? How do you get your number?
So he was super cool and definitely different than all the other creepy dudes that hit on me at the bar.
What's his name, by the way?
Tommy.
Tommy, okay.
And you're at a bar while all this is happening.
Yes, I cocktail waitress at a bar, and he was at one of my bar tables where I was serving food and drink.
Oh, awesome.
So did he actually ask you for your phone number, or did he try the thing of like leaving it on the receipt?
No, he actually did ask me at the end, and he did it really respectfully, and this is the only time that I've ever actually went for it.
What did he say specifically?
He said, I'm sure this happens to you all the time, but you seem like a really cool girl. You've done such a good job of taking care of me, and I would love to take you out on a date if I could give you my number, and you could, you can call me if you decide to do that. No pressure.
That all sounds nice, except for the you've done a really good job taking care of me part. That kind of creeped me out a little bit, I got to be honest.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't creepy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, it was his turn to take care of her for a night, is the way I read it.
Okay.
Plus, he dropped in that nice compliment in the beginning about how this must happen to you all the time because you're so sexy.
Absolutely.
All right, and what did you guys do for your date?
I love to go dancing, and one of my favorite DJs was in town, so we decided we'd go to his show. And, which I was really excited about. And on my way there to meet him, he texts me and says that he needs to reschedule.
Ooh, that sucks. While you were on your way to the club?
Wow.
Yeah. He said it was for an emergency.
Okay.
So do you think, because as soon as you said dancing, I'm like, well, that's kind of risky with the guy. Like, either guys are into it or they're very adamantly against dancing.
I know that. I realize that about guys. And when we were trying to decide what we were going to do, he let me choose. And I said, well, I really like to dance. Is that something you like to do? He said he loves to dance.
Oh, good.
Okay. So he said he actually liked it, but then he canceled on you right before you got there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even want to do a second date update with him.
Well, I haven't even told you the worst part, you guys. We set up the second date, and he canceled.
What?
He canceled on you twice?
Last minute?
Twice.
And you still want to call him?
I don't know. There was something about him. There was something different the day that I served him, and then the next time we spoke over the phone, it was just a really good conversation, and he just didn't seem like other guys.
He is hot, isn't he? He's really hot.
He's hot.
Okay, but listen, are you the only one in this conversation right now that believes that maybe he actually had two emergencies?
I thought about that. That dawned on me. I don't know if maybe he's got a girlfriend or a wife. I don't know. I'd like to get to the bottom of it. I'd like to know, and I don't understand why he wouldn't just say something or, not pursue me.
You just want to find out why he's blowing you off twice.
Something's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And rude.
How did you respond to him after he ditched you the second time?
The second time he canceled on me, he did give me a day in advance notice. So
Oh, that's nice. No wonder.
Oh, Jubal.
yeah,
No
so
wonder you want to call him.
Gentlemen.
I was annoyed, but at least I wasn't on my way there and hadn't wasted my time.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you haven't heard from him since he canceled that second time.
We've texted back and forth a couple times, just like really short words. And I just want to get to the bottom of this. I want to know if there's another woman in the picture or what his deal is.
Okay. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Great, thank you.
Okay, that's before, I'm going to cancel on you right before we do it. Just, so just hang on, okay?
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm about to use some very strong language.
Uh-oh.
So be prepared.
Okay.
I am baffled.
Stop it.
Yeah.
No.
Befuddled.
Is
Almost.
that the strong language?
You
Yeah.
didn't tell me to close my ears,
I'm
Jubal.
sorry. I just had to say it. Very confused about why the girl for the second date update today is not getting a call back. Her name is Mary Ellen. She's actually on the phone. And Mary Ellen, I'm sorry you had to hear that.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I just don't get it. If you're just tuning in, Mary Ellen works at a bar. She gets hit on all the time by dudes, which happens.
Yeah.
And normally she turns them down, but she actually said yes to a guy named Tommy, and they'd been texting back and forth to go out on a date. But twice he's blown her off.
Wow.
One, when she was on the way to the date.
Yeah.
She wanted to go dancing. Some DJ that she really likes was in town, and he texted her right before saying, I'm not going to make it. And the other time was they scheduled a makeup date, and he canceled the day before. So she's wondering why he would cancel on her. And I'm wondering the same thing. How does a cute waitress get blown off twice and then still want to do a second date update?
It's all
Well,
turned
that,
around.
that probably makes her feel better, Jubal.
That's what's confusing me so much, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, me too. I'm confused. I just want to get to the bottom of it.
Now, and you sound pretty pessimistic. Like you were saying, maybe he's married. I mean, what if he actually has a legit excuse? You do want to go out with him, right?
I mean, yeah, I do want to go out with him as long as he doesn't cancel on me a third time.
Oh, that is a good point.
All right, well, if you guys agree to a second date after this whole thing, we'll make sure it happens right now. We won't let him off the phone until you two are together in the same space, okay?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay. Well, here I go. I'm going to dial his phone number right now.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Tommy?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Tommy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. Hello?
Hey, Tommy, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. You there?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't think that he meant that you
Tommy,
need to
can you
yell.
hear me, Tommy?
No.
I can hear you, but I just don't know who you are.
Oh, okay, good. I was worried you couldn't hear me. Tommy, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Are you familiar?
Am I what?
Are you familiar?
Are you sure he
Sounds-
can hear us?
Have you heard of Brooke and Jubal in the Morning before?
No.
Oh, okay, good. It's a radio show.
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
Okay.
Okay, are you curious to know who would email us?
Uh-huh.
I still feel like Tommy has no idea what's going
No,
on.
Yeah.
and
It-
he
well-
doesn't sound like he cares.
So, Tommy, you recently met a girl named Mary Ellen, right?
Yes,
Yes.
I did. Why? How do you know that?
Well, I know that because Mary Ellen emailed us to see if we could get a hold of you because apparently you've scheduled a date with her twice now and blown her off each time.
Okay, is that what she said?
That's what she said. Yeah. And so we're getting you on the phone to find out why you keep blowing her off.
To be honest with you, I've just been really conflicted about it.
And why is that?
She thinks, just so you know, that you're probably either married or have a girlfriend.
No, I am
Wait.
not.
No.
Is that a nervous laugh because you're lying to us, or is that a nervous laugh because you're surprised she thinks that?
No, I swear to God, I definitely don't have a girlfriend or a wife.
Okay.
That's a
so
good start.
We got that out of the way. Why won't you go out on a date with her then? Why do you keep scheduling and then bailing?
It's my own insecurity, to be honest with you. I just didn't feel comfortable with it when I thought about it.
Male pattern baldness?
What are you
Is that what it is?
Hey, women are okay with that.
No, I'm not balding.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you said insecure, and that's instantly where I went. I was like, he's got to be balding.
What?
No, that is not the case.
Oh.
How can you be insecure? You're the guy that walks into a bar, asks a hot bartender out, and she actually says yes to you out of the thousands of guys that hit on her all the time.
To tell you the truth, I'm not usually that impulsive, and I only did that because I really was drawn to her. Mary Ellen is really interesting. She's really lovely, and I thought she was great, and I still think she's great.
Sounds like the kind of girl that you want to blow off while she's on the way to a club to meet you. Usually when you describe somebody like that, you're like, I can't wait until they just get right to the door of where we're supposed to have a date and then tell them I'm not showing up.
Listen, in all sincerity, I know that in the end she probably wouldn't be happy with this.
Why?
So,
what is wrong with you?
All right, so you want to hear the whole truth then?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm assuming she probably does too.
Yeah. We talked on the phone for quite a while the night that we met, and it was great. It was a really wonderful conversation. And after I got off the phone with her, I looked her up on social media, and I thought she was a lot older than she actually is.
Okay.
She's 23.
All right.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
It's kind of young. How old are you?
I'm 42, and I'm divorced in a couple of years.
Okay, so you're almost 20 years older than her.
Yeah.
And that bothers you?
Yes, some girls like that.
Most guys are like,
what's the issue?
yeah, jackpot.
It's not me, it's for her. I don't want to do that to her, if that makes any sense.
You don't want her to date a geriatric.
Yeah, in so many words. Thank you, yes.
But come on, I mean, shouldn't you leave that up to her?
She's going to have to explain this to, her friends that we go out with and her family, like meeting her parents. Like, I never for a million years thought that I would ever be that guy, that gets the parents.
I can see what you mean there a little bit. It would be awkward to be 20 years older than the girl that you're dating and be like, okay, I've officially become like midlife crisis man.
Yeah, but if you guys have a real connection and you think that she's sophisticated and intelligent, then why not?
I think that's kind of a simple way of looking at it, and it is really a lot more complicated than that, especially on my end,
Okay, wouldn't you be curious to find out what she thinks?
Not really. I'm not exactly proud to be in this situation. I think she's just kind of going to mock and ridicule me. Can you guys just tell her?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about I just tell you that you actually kind of told her because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mary Ellen?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tommy.
I thought she sent an email. I didn't know that this was a phone thing. I thought she wrote a letter.
She did, and then we got her on the phone and told her to hang on while we talked to you to see if we could get the answer, and now it's time for her to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's one way to sum it up.
I'm not really sure how to take this.
Oh man. Did you hear the whole thing? Did you hear everything?
Yeah, you don't look 42.
That's a nice
compliment.
thing. Yeah.
Kind of.
You don't look 23
Wait a minute.
at all.
I don't know how to take that. I mean, you said I look a lot older.
No,
What does
no,
a lot
no,
older
no.
mean?
No, I didn't mean like you look old. You look like a woman.
Oh,
Whoa.
you look like you've been experienced,
Yeah.
Mary Ellen.
A real woman.
Okay.
I just mean you look more mature. Not and you sound more mature. I didn't mean to think that you look like some old broad. I'm not saying that at all. No, you're amazing and you're beautiful actually. And when I was 23, you would be the one I would have dreamt about.
I tell you what, Mary Ellen, if I were 20 years younger, the things we'd do.
You
Mary
weren't even born.
Does it bother you that he's 42?
I mean, I'm just surprised that he wouldn't have told me that ahead of time.
In all fairness, I didn't think I had to. Like, I had no idea.
I mean, like, when you looked me up on social media and you found that out, you could have texted me or said something, like given me the respect at least to say something so that I'm not sitting here wondering and trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm sorry. I've never been in this situation, and I honestly was really desperate to avoid having this conversation because it's really awkward.
Here we
But
are.
wasn't it kind of a clue when she said her favorite DJ was in town and she wanted to go dancing that she wasn't 35?
All right, so now you know why I wanted to cancel.
Oh.
All right. So you're like, who's this Tiesto guy?
I knew, like, if I was going to go there that night, that I was just going to embarrass myself.
Hey, man.
Like, this doesn't sound like Jimmy Buffett at all.
Raise the
This
roof.
is terrible.
I'm not that old.
Come on. Tommy, you're not a parrot head?
A parrot head. No, he's more of a Grateful Dead guy.
I just wish that you would have given me the option and the choice of whether or not I wanted to go out on a date with you because of your age.
Well, Tommy, how about this? Would you like to go out on a second date with Mary Ellen? We will pay for it.
Come on, what could it hurt?
You know what, though? She can't really make this decision. And I don't mean this to say in any condescending way, but you don't know what I know. Like, I know what you're going to discover. You're going to discover that I go to bed really early compared to you.
You're going to discover that I like going to bed at 9 o'clock at night.
And,
Can I interject here for a second?
you know,
Honestly,
I can't drink. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
sorry to interrupt you. I don't know if I want to go on a second date anymore.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, after listening to all this, like, you can't make the decision for me, and you think you've got it all figured out, and if that's the case, I don't want to deal with that anyways.
Wow.
That's a good.
It kind of sounds like we're
kinda
listening to a
respect that.
daughter and her dad argue. You don't know how I feel. I know everything. You think you know everything. Awesome.
Oh, my dad is in his 40s, so that's one thing.
Oh, my
Man,
God.
this just keeps getting better.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. This guy's an idiot. I'm 46 and not old.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
You know, you're not old to 42-year-olds.
Yeah.
Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Mary Ellen wanted to call a guy named Tommy. She was actually waiting on him, and he asked for her phone number. She gave it to him. They went out on a date. The reason he wasn't calling back was because on the date, he found out that she was actually 23.
Yeah.
He thought she was older, and he's in his 40s. So he felt like she was too young to date him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is strange because normally it goes the other way. Like a
Yeah.
40-something-year-old dude gets to go out with a 23-year-old, and they're like, yeah, I'm the man.
Totally.
Dude, it's so gross when they act that way, though.
Yeah.
He was really condescending to her, though. Like, you don't know what you want.
Yeah, he really was at the end.
Not
I-
trying, though.
I know, but she was an intelligent woman. Like, she can make her own decisions.
Yeah, she sounded like she was put together and
Right.
and was like, yeah, I don't mind dating a 40-something-year-old until the end of it after he said that. Like, look, I can't make the decision for you, but I've got to tell you, you don't know what you want. She's like, yeah, screw you.